Hey everyone, I'm Matt with Ozark Overland Adventures, and in this video I want to talk about phone mounts. And not just phone mounts, but entire dash mounted accessory options. It's just a fact of life. In 2023, we live in a digital age. If you are getting into this off-roading, overlanding thing, if you want to effectively navigate on the trails, you're going to have a phone or a tablet or something. I realize there are still some people out that are die-hard paper map and compass kind of people, but paper maps are kind of getting hard to find. If that's you, man, hats off. I wish that was a skill set that I had. I do a little bit, but I could get by, but nothing like what some people can do. But the fact of life is, I mean, we are a digitally connected world. A lot of us work off of our cell phones and stuff. So I get asked a lot. I see a lot of questions asked on the various Facebook groups and forums and stuff. You know, what's a good phone mount? Because I think everybody's used to the suction cup on the windshield kind of phone mounts or the vent kind of phone mounts. And those, when you're off-road and bouncing around on a trail, those just don't hold up. Now, one of the privileges that I get having this channel is sometimes getting to test new stuff. And back when I had my JK, met a company called but then it was Bullet Point Mounting Solutions. Now it's Bulletproof Mounting Solutions, and got to test some of their phone mounts for the JK, and been running those for, I mean, since my JK. My wife still has it in hers. I, until recently, had Bullet Point Mounting Solution stuff in my Gladiator, and still kind of do. But just recently, about 2 months ago, a new company called Anvil Overland. I'd never heard of them before. I got an email from them just asking if I would test out their product. They've got a new, really accessory dash mount accessory solution. And they wanted my opinion of it. There's no obligation to make a video like this, no obligation to promote their product, but I've been running it for the last 6 to 8 weeks, and some people have, with that keen eye in my recent trip videos, have noticed something different up there and have asked me what it is. And I want to go into detail about the new Anvil system, why I love it. I have fallen in love with this thing. And also want to show you the options that, you know, what Cara is still running with the Bullet Point, because I think they're two different products that I think meet a need for different people. So I think one is overkill if all you need is the place to mount your phone, and one does not get the job done if you, like in my Gladiator, have quite a few things to put in the dash. So let me walk you through each of those. We'll start with my wife's JL, and just show you what we got. There's, like I said, there's no obligation from any of these companies to make a video. The stuff was given to us from these companies to use and to test and to give feedback, but the links in the description are not affiliate links. I'm making no money. If you choose to buy a Bullet Point mount, or if you choose to go with Anvil, there's no money coming to me. So this is just for you. In my wife's JL, she has just the basic Bullet Point Mounting Solutions driver side and passenger side mounts. I don't know if you can see up there, but it's just a little plate that uses a factory screw mount and screws in there, and it is very solid. They have arms that you can get in different lengths depending on, you know, what your needs are, but this is their phone mount, and it's incredibly solid. And what I love about Bullet Point is, as far as a system like this, it's really inexpensive. Now, there are similar products to this by 67 Designs. Some people will say this is a copy from them. Maybe, I don't know. But the price point on a Bullet Point, I think, is, I don't think anybody can top it. It's really good quality stuff, and it works. And then we got the two-piece kit. We did have a phone mount here and here for the passenger. Cara has since removed the passenger phone mount and put in a tablet mount here, because she does like to use her tablet when she's off-road. And so that's all she's got. It's got just two arms, phone mount, tablet mount, and that's what she's running, and that's what she likes, and it is working really well for her. Now, Bullet Point makes a ton of different options and accessories that you can get. I've been running what is their plate system in my Gladiator. I've still got that in there, because the plate system puts a plate up here in this cubby area, and it makes a nice place for me to mount my my GMRS radio speaker right there in the dash. So I've still got it in there, and that's what its function is. It's using I'm using their plate to mount the speaker in the dash, and it works incredibly well. I was crazy happy with it, but then got the email from Anvil and had some ideas, and let me go over my Gladiator, and I'll show you what I did there. Now, this is the Anvil Overland bar. This is what they do, is they make this bar out of, everything they make is out of aluminum, and it is incredibly good quality, super easy to install. What you do is you just pop off the little plastic cover down here, undo the factory bolt. There's this bar here that screws into the factory location, and then you have this clamp, one on each side, and it clamps to that bar, and then this bar, and it is an incredibly solid solution. When my wife had her Anvil color JKU, she had the Vector off-road Vector bar in her dash, and she liked it. They still make them for the for the current JLs and JTs, but I didn't like those because first of all, they're more expensive than the Anvils, and they have a bar that curves around and then goes back down here, and with the windshield, it makes it really hard. And on the JLs and JTs, the bar ends like here, so it's only a half bar. I don't know why they didn't make it go all the way to the end like on the JKs. But it's just a half bar, and so you don't have quite as much freedom to mount stuff as you do on this one. And Anvil makes all their own accessories. So here's what I've got. This is their phone mount. It's typical spring-loaded phone mount. It works great. They use, I think, 1-inch balls, and then the mount, one Allen head screw there, clamps everything down, and it's been incredibly solid. Let's go over here to the left. They make this handheld radio mount. So I keep my little Midland handheld here. I used to keep it either in the center console or down on the dash, and sometimes it would fall on the floor. And so I wanted a spot to have my handheld. And so I can put it all the way over here on the side. And that way, if I'm out and need to spot somebody, or walking up ahead on the trail and need a radio, I can just quickly grab that and go. Phone mount, they've got GoPro mounts. I use a snap mount, magnetic mount here for my GoPro, makes it super easy, but it's a aluminum plate that the GoPro plate fits into, and it just slides right in there, so it works really well. And then this is their tablet mount. I wanted to try running a tablet, using this for Gaia GPS, using this for all my audio and stuff. That way my phone is just free to be a phone. So I'm going to give this a shot. I just installed this yesterday, and it's solid. It's not a spring-loaded mount, so you unscrew this, and then this is free to slide around, go in and out. I think that it makes for a very nice, sturdy mount for an iPad, and I'm using I think that's the latest iPad mini, and I'll be using that here very soon on our trip, and I'll let you know how I like that. And then over here I've got another phone mount for my passenger. Passengers need a place to put their phone too, and so threw that over there for Cara. And they also make mounts for your CB or GMRS radio handhelds. as well. I've just got this little cheapy one from Amazon, so that's what I use, and it works great. But if you maybe aren't running as much up here, they do have an option for a radio mount to put on the bar as well. They also, I mentioned that I'm still using the Bullet Point Mounting Solutions plate here for my radio microphone, and it's working really well, so I'm not going to take it out. But Anvil also makes a plate that attaches to this bar that you could use if you want to mount your a CB or GMRS radio up here in the dash. You could do that if you want to use that plate to mount a speaker like this. You can do that. They've come out with a lot of really cool, innovative things that I didn't know I wanted. I like it. And just yesterday, one thing I learned, because, all this stuff is kind of universal. If you've got 1-inch ball mounts from another company, you can use their little mounting brackets here and use someone else's accessory there. That's totally fine. If you happen to have accessories that use a 20 millimeter ball, they make clamps that fit a 20 millimeter ball. So you're not locked into just using Anvil stuff. If you've got some 67 design stuff, you can use it. If you've got some bullet point stuff, you can use that. If this was my GoPro adapter that I had up on the dash, and realized yesterday that I can clamp this. It's hard to do this one-handed because I'm holding the camera, but I can clamp this to the bar, and I can have a second GoPro mount that points at me, and you'll see that shot in some upcoming videos, because I'm going to test that out too. So let me put the camera down. I'll put this up. I'll put this on the bar and show you how that works. So there it is. I've got the bullet point little mounting piece just mounted directly to the bar, and it's very solid. That thing's not going anywhere. Got the snap mount, so I can just snap my GoPro up there real quick, get the interior shot talking to the camera, and I think it's going to work great. Anvil actually makes the bar and the accessory mounts in different colors. They've got the black, which is what I chose just because it's nice and clean. They've got blue that I almost went with because it matches my Gladiator. They've also got red that I almost went with because it matches the interior of the Rubicons. And then they have a kind of a burnt orange color as well. So you can customize the interior if you want to. And it's all made in the USA. It's all 100% aluminum. And I have been incredibly impressed. Like I said, I've been using this for about 2 months now on multiple trips, and it's solid. It doesn't rattle. They're working on some new things. I carry a Garmin InReach with me, and so they're working on making a mount for the InReach to have it in the dash, because it works best when it has view of the sky. So in your windshield is a really good place to keep your InReach for emergency purposes. And so he's working on a mount to be able to put the InReach up on it, which I think will be fantastic. So if you just need a basic phone holder, or maybe two phone holders, or maybe a phone holder and a tablet, Bullet Point, it's a solid solution for your Jeep. If you, like me, need some more things, you want to have two phones and a tablet and your handheld radio and a GoPro, and maybe your InReach when that comes out, having an accessory bar like this just makes life so much easier. I never thought I would want one of these. When Cara had her Vector bar, I thought, that's nice, but no, not for me. But I've just been crazy impressed with this Anvil Overland system here. And it's stupid easy to install. And compared to the competition like Vector Off-Road, compared to mounts by 67 Designs, they are a much better price point than the competition as well. So I've got links to both in the description. If you are looking for a solid phone mount for your Jeep, give both options a look. I highly recommend both of them. And my wife is super pleased with the Bullet Point. I was super pleased with the Bullet Point until I had the option to customize my dash and just make stuff more accessible. And you know, I like it. I like it a lot. I'm very, very happy with it. So let me know in the comments what you think. What are you running? I'm just super happy with these. Like I said, no obligation to make this video. The links in the description are not affiliate links. So I think these are great products, and I think these are both two great companies that I think meet different needs. So check them out. Links in the description. So if you would give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you are not already. And if you want to see these in person for yourself, more Expo coming up mid-April in Springfield, Missouri. The coolest Overland off-road expo in the Midwest. I think maybe the only one in the Midwest. And it's right in the middle of the country. So no matter where you are, it's worth attending. Highly recommend. It's a killer event. But we will be at that event. Our Jeeps will be on display there. And we'll be there to talk and hang out. So come see us. There's a link for that in the description. There is a coupon code that will save you 10% off your tickets for the More Expo. And if you like what we're doing and you want to consider supporting the channel, gain access to special content and special events and all of our GPS data, check out the Patreon link in the description. And for Ozark Overland Adventures merchandise, go to shopoverlandapparel.com. Thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful. See you next time. Bye.